हॅलो. आवाज आला का रे? आवाज आला असू नाही आवाज कोण आला हा भान असते ओके ठीक होतो ना वॉइस ओवर नाही तो तुझे स्लो स्लो साऊंड स्लो करतो डिसाउंड होतो कोण नाही ना काय आयला तो
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is good alertness. Al-Sadd have got it back and they'll have another go. More and more pressure on the ball here. He has found the way. He's had a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. And the pass is intercepted. Alonso! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Van de Ven. Well, that has not gone well. No, that's been intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Cantona. And it's Fletcher. Rijkaard. Olise. And here's Raul. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Over to the left.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession. Real chance! Marvellous goal!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Can he get it through? It's played through for him.
There will be 3 minutes
Van de Ven.
added time.
Mbappe plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Darren Fletcher. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Portugal head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Al Sadd clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Messi. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Chance! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just...
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Portugal with this to level it up. And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Park Ji-sung. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Portugal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He won't be happy with that one.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! And that's it. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be...
Hi, welcome to the stream eFootball Master.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
No, take a mobile देखो.
So we're up and running. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And the counter is on. Donatoni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ruben Neves. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, he's through and all alone. He's come in hard. Park Ji-sung. Portugal finding their passes. Quarter of an hour played. And it's De Bruyne. And he's had a hit! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Raul. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get it through? Pass is just off target. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Park Ji-sung. Guti out to the right. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
De Bruyne clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
No, that's been intercepted. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Great ball if he can get there. Thinks about the shot. Rodri gets it away. Saliba. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, they can break here. He has found a way through. It's Van Basten! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. That's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Olise. De Jong. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Guti. Rijkaard with a definite foul there. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Portugal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Rijkaard! Another save.
Rijkaard really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Now it's Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... He's tried one! Sticks it away! Portugal are level! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Chiellini. Van der Ven. Park Ji-sung goes steaming forward. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Olise's cross. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So I can't play to a room right now. I'm just little line pushing already.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they
I'm
all
pushing
count.
exactly
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of
Just
luck in
to play.
games like these.
to reach Division 1.
And it's De Bruyne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking to play him in.
Not streaming pass.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Can he get onto this?
What a pass.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Full time.
Raul.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? No way through, so back it comes. Van Basten. Pass somewhat off target. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what
Assalamualaikum.
joy. That was so
Thanks.
very, very good.
We come to you now.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oyarzabal was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, good ball! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's burst through! Oh, some tackle that. Messi was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a throw-in.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game...
And the shot! Goal! Portugal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Olise. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, he's had a shot! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Portugal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Pirlo. Here's Oyarzabal. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Shot. Oyarzabal! Oh, it's come off the upright. And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Portugal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. the opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this. So they have to be alert.
Portugal in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Foot in. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front.
Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, they could be caught out here. And that's a throw-in. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Portugal are 2 up early in the second half. 60 minutes played. And it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's superb. Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first... And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Can he finish? And he's following up! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Olise goes steaming forward. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Well, that's an excellent interception. Portugal still without a single shot on target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi ploughing through the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Big and the finish! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Park Ji-sung puts his foot on the gas and claimed it back swiftly. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Bebeto. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pull it. And this is Dembele. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and Bebeto! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more...
And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Give your support to our better stadium fund. Substitutions taking place.
So once again, we're underway. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been...
Shot a goal! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Batistuta. Big chance! Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel. Struck first time.
Yeah, he certainly hit it well enough. Still very good technique, though. Something he's never short of.
And they're quick to get it back. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Quarter of an hour into the second half. Olise is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a... It's roll! Oh, the ball... Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Terrific header! He scored! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping.
Roll! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a searching pass. And it's Dembele. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Dembele! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good take and a great chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out? And that's it. Portugal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
And we come to you now with
How would you summarise what we've seen?
everybody, and welcome to today's match. There will be 3 minutes added time.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
The goal scorer after 55 minutes is number 19, Goulet. Substitution for Portugal, number 7, Raul. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 11, El Hadj Diouf. Number 22, Olise. Coming on the field, number 15, Neymar. Number 97, Aubameyang.
Number 20, Bale. Number 8, Messi. Substitution in progress. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Hello, attendees. This is...
Hello everybody and welcome to today's match. There will be 1 minute added time. There will be 1 minute added time. And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club member.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice. And the shots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Courtois is there to clear. Portugal finding their passes. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Park Ji-sung. Mbappe. Still goalless. Now it's Raul. He's looking wide. And here's Raul. Played out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception, well timed. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
They've got to be quick to recover this. It's Raul! Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Mbappe with a real chance here. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid. And it's De Jong. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Threads one in. No, that was never going to make it. Olise. That is ended up in no man's land. Spreads it out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Prachuap with the corner. There first. Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Xavi Alonso. Driving forward. Xavi Alonso. He's tried one!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side.
He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Portugal have a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Donatoni has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Puskás! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Good ball, good take. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's got away. Puskás! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cole gets into a good position. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Jong. Prachuap are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Raul. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Kukcu. Batistuta. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe, he is onto this. Hudson driving forwards.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Knocks it into space. Real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Big header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Park Ji-sung gets it clear. Now this could be a chance. And he's in on goal. An uncompromising challenge. De Jong producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Milan have it back and can... Chance! Goal! Milan! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Elise. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, what a mistake! Grealish, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He's had a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Batistuta gets a foot in here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Raul. Kukcu. And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
We'd like to
I
inform
think
you
the
now that
manager
the latest
should be
travel
pretty happy
information
that his
is
side
currently being
managed to come
displayed
in
on
on
the
level
screen.
terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
It's It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And they're already back up and running after half-time. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Olise.
Portugal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Kirkchu. Oh, cracking ball.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Right card, did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Olise, and he cuts out the supply. Defending of the desperate variety. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Isung.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Look at the space here. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Grealish. De Jong. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be... Can he finish? It's in! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And he's onside. Played in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Just a quick reminder today,
picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled
welcome
out
to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't know what you'd call a classic centre-back physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a promising position. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's had it nicked away. Mateus. Rodri. Yeah. That ball looks a good one. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shapes to shoot! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe, and they're quick to get it back.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Rodri. Tries to pass it through, spread it left. Oh, good take in a good area. Now the ball in. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. He's on it, can he get away? And here's Mbappe, and it's Beckham. He's in a great position here. Mateus! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Olise. Rijkaard. De Jong.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, it's a big chance! It's in! And right on half-time, that is telling! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Either side holding back here, it has been quite a half this.
I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe. Olise is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's played through for him. Might be dangerous. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Hoisted, he's there to hit it! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Portugal present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from Khan! And here's Beckham. That's a little off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. It is well. And the shot! It's hit the crossbar. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get it through? Mbappe. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe, and he skips past his man. Mateus. Beckham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Portugal needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Beckham. Mbappe! Now Costa Curta.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Rijkaard. Up Jisung. Van de Ven.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Olise, and he welcomes it in. He's gone for goal!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, what a climb! They've done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Great corner, and he did the rest. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
And we'd like to
How do you look
inform
back on
now
the game
that
then, Jim?
latest travel
Well, the
information
surprise
is
for me
currently
was
being
seeing a
displayed
team
on
look
the
so
screen.
feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Borussia Dortmund against Portugal.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No way through. The pass is intercepted. That's a danger. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Olise will not want to lose out here. It's Bale! And another try! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's heaved it away. He has a look up. Bale! Goal! Portugal! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Shot could be... It's Griezmann! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Borussia Dortmund have the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pedri. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Olise is always looking to play quality balls.
At a time.
And here's Bale. It's Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bale is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that could well leave a mark.
Oh, super ball!
Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Face to face with the keeper.
They've got a corner here. Corner number 3 coming up.
Doué gets it away.
Portugal are looking to go forward now.
Burak Yilmaz!
De Jong. Olise.
Picked out brilliantly.
Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
The attendance for this match.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. All won cleanly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Might be danger here. Doué is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Jong. Now it's Bale. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Number 6, Griezmann. Number 4, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field, number 15,
Alvarez. And here's Mbappe.
Erling Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a searching pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a sharp... Could be danger here!
Real chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it!
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 22.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Nicely shaped ball, nicely intercepted.
Number 2.
The most accurate pass. We are into stoppage time.
Great chance! Sensational from Haaland! About as smooth as it gets! And this is getting better and better.
That's that, the end. Portugal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And now,
Portugal
to all members of
desperately
the crowd,
failing to
I'd like
impose
ask
themselves
you
on
to
the
join me in
game.
wishing
Decidedly
our birthday
flat,
boy a
disjointed in so
very
many
special
areas on the
birthday.
pitch. And you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.